Hello and welcome. My name is Kelly from Mind Body Bliss Coaching. I'm so excited that you took the opportunity to do some fitness with me. So over the next 5 days we are going to learn lots of different things, but day one, which is today, is planks. So what I want you to do to begin is sit down on your knees or in your crossed legs, whatever is most comfortable for you, and just completely relax your stomach and let it go like wobbly like this. And see that you haven't really got any muscles engaged, and notice that you've got your rib cage up here, you've got your pelvis down here, but in between you haven't really got any skeleton, there's no bone. So what you need to do is turn your muscles on to give this part of your body structure. So have a little squeeze, everything's nice and smushy, and then sit up straight, and imagine you've got a corset on and it's gone like this and pulls everything in. And notice how by doing this you lengthen through the back and you pull your abdominal muscles in and you create a nice strong midsection. What we want to do in all of the planks and the movements that we're doing today is really keep our focus on this area and not let it be wobbly, but try and create nice length, pull everything in like you've got your corset on, pulling your belly button in towards your spine and keeping your lower back nice and flat. So we're going to do 10 minutes of different plank variations, and we're going to do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. If anything that I do is a little bit too advanced for you, you can always come back to the first movement, which is the elbow plank. So don't feel like you have to do every single thing that I am doing, but feel free to challenge yourself. And if you do not last for the whole 30 seconds for the movement, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. Just do it as long as you can and come down when you need to and rest until we move on to the next movement. So the timer is on. In 5 seconds, we're going to start our elbow plank. So bring your elbows down onto the floor and you put your forearms out, press the floor away, put your corset on, stick your legs back and press the floor away continuously. Don't let your bum go up like this. Keep it pulled down and keep your belly button pulling in towards your spine. Press your heels away. Keep your heels pressing away and your head pushing towards the front of the mat if you're on a mat. And try and breathe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can bring your knees down and rest. You can rest like this if you want, or sitting back up. And I'll show you the second one. So the second movement that we do is the hip dip. The hip dip is taking your hips side to side, but in that elbow plank position. So your hips are going to go like this. Doop, doop, doop. So you come down into your elbow plank position, check your elbows underneath your shoulders, press your shoulders away, stick your legs back, and then dip side to side. You want to do this nice and slowly, so don't just bang, bang, bang. Keep control and allow your hips to move side to side. 15 more seconds. And you'll feel the different muscles moving and working to pull your hips back up and around. If you find it a little bit difficult, you can just do mini movements like this. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down and pressing back and rest. So the next one we're going to do is a static one, no moving, and it's full arm plank. So it's just the long arm version of the first one we did. If you have trouble with your wrists, then you can stay in the elbow plank. But if you're doing this one with me, spread your fingers out, press them down into the mat underneath the shoulders, press the floor away, turn your corset on. 3, 2, 1, stick your legs back and keep everything nice and tight and engaged. Feel as if you're really pressing the floor away. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Keep your lower back nice and long. And remember to breathe and smile. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See? Lovely. Nearly there. So, the next one that we do is a shoulder tap. So from our plank position, you just tap, tap, tap your shoulder. If you do it from the full plank position, it looks like this. Dunk, dunk, dunk. So like this. come into your tabletop position, pull your stomach in, and we'll go 3, 2, 1, and you can just tap like this. If this is quite easy for you, you can lean further forward from the knees. Try not to let the body move, only the arms. And if that's okay, then you come up into a full plank, and again, try and keep your body nice and still. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. So move on to the side body, and we're going to feel the muscles in the side of the torso come on. So we have a few different options. You can either come down onto your elbow and your knee like this, with the leg extended, or you can come into your full leg, or with your full arm. It's up to you. You decide what works best, but we're going to go up for about 25 seconds, a little bit less this time, and 3, 2, 1, and what you'll feel is if you feel the top of your body, it's squishy, and if you feel under here, you should notice that your muscles have turned on. So you're really using the side body to push the hips up, and whatever position you're in, really have the feeling that your hips are being pulled up towards the ceiling. You can extend your arm up like this, or over, or like that, and 3, 2, and 1. We come down, and we're going to swap over to the other side. So again, you can come onto your elbow and just do it from your knees, like this, or you can come like this, or you can come onto the edge of your feet. So decide which position is best for you. If your wrists hurt, just come down onto your elbow, and we'll do it like this. 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, and again, if you feel yourself dropping, pull up, imagining that string on the hip, like this, or if you're on your knee, then it might look like this. And keep the muscles on, keep the feeling of pushing the hip up towards the ceiling, pressing the elbow down, and 3, 2, and 1. And coming up, nearly there. So, this time, we're going to come into our full arm plank, and then we're going to bring our knee up towards our elbow. You might not go that far. If you don't go that far, it's fine. You can just do this. And if you're on your elbows, then you can just practice coming in like this, or even just lifting them up if that's more accessible to you. But we're going to do it for 30 seconds in whatever variation you want. 3, 2, 1. And trying to tap. If you find this quite easy as well, you can do double, or just tapping like this. And as I say, if you're in your elbow, then maybe you just practice like this to get a little bit of movement into your plank. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. So we've got 3 moves left. The next one could feel a little bit difficult if you haven't done it before. So I'll show you a few different variations. You can either walk your feet up like this and walk them back down like that, or you can just lift your bum up and down. Dunk, dunk. And if you don't want to do that, if that's way too much for you, then you can practice just tapping your knees down. So decide which one works best for you, and we'll come into it. 3, 2, 1. And down. And up. And down. Up. And down. Or maybe you're doing the walks, where you walk up. And you walk down. 3, 2, and 1. So the next one is the one I hate most in the world. But we're going to do it anyway. The reverse plank. I move my timer so I can see it here. You might want to do this on your elbows. You can do this from your elbows, but I'm going to do it on my hands You can have your hands facing this way or this way. It's usually most comfortable with them facing forward. Point your toes and you're going to lift your hips up. And try and push your hips up towards the ceiling. Open your chest, press the floor away, point your toes down towards the floor. And if you want, you can drop your head back. You don't have to drop your head back. You might feel more comfortable with it up. But again, have the feeling that your corset is on, you're not floppy, you're pulling everything in and long. 3, 2, and 1. And resting and coming down and giving everything a little shake. And then this is our last one. So for our last one, we're going to go from side plank to middle plank to side plank. And that looks like this. We go side, middle, side, or you can do that from the elbows. Maybe you just go like this. Dink, dink. Decide which one you want to do, and we'll start in 10 seconds. So either on your elbows or on your forearms. Get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1. Side, center, side, center. Keep going with that, or if you're on your elbows, and you just come dunk, 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 dunk. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's 10 minutes and you've just done a load of different planks. So you can always come back to this video and repeat it, and you can try out these planks individually and work on the ones that you find most challenging. And yeah, keep doing it, keep practicing. Tomorrow we will be on day 2 of the challenge, and we'll be looking at press-ups and plank up and downs. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 2. But well done, wonderful work. Mwah.